Let us go. All right, let's check out some news. Yeah, I got kicked off X recently. I said some shit to David Pacman. Whatever you do, do not go find a noose and a cliff. That for you will get tagged for hate speech. I think that's what at least I got tagged for. This statement right here. So don't say that. Maybe if you say go find a noose, you might be okay. But I guess if you say noose and a cliff, then it's not very okay. I immediately got tagged for that, so don't say that. Anyways, hey man, sometimes you have to do unreasonable things, right? It's time to acknowledge that cancel culture is primarily a right-wing thing. No, it's not right-wing thing. Right. Elon Musk's moderation team or AI team, right? Whatever the AI is, yeah, they have it probably very tight restrictions, right? They're very specific, and what words you cannot say. uh. Anyways, here you go. Oh yeah, this guy doesn't even believe what he fucking says. Cause he calls for the cancellation of other people, so it's like, yeah, you're a fucking liar. David Pacman's a liar. Also, he was apparently getting money from some paid uh non-government organization or some shit to spread his right Democrat agenda. Yes. Anyways, uh. And then we have apparently U.S. striked another vessel today. Whoopsies. Another vessel down. Oh wait, no, this is the recent one. We already saw this one, right? I'm pretty sure we saw this one. Yeah, this is the one we saw yesterday, wasn't it? Oh, this is just another angle. Oh, he got fucking destroyed. Holy shit, fucking. Oh my goodness. Did you see that shit? You see the fucking rocket? Boom! Doom! That was going like fucking supersonic, dude. It me fucking smacked him. Anyways. Yeah, it looks so unreal because it went supersonic. Right? It should be fuck. That's how fast it goes. Going above Mach 5. So yeah. And then you have apparently video of David cleaning the missing girl's shoes have surfaced online. I don't know if this is true. It's hard to say, right? Because apparently he had videos of him for some reason doing weird shit. But yeah, apparently we'll see. We'll see how the case goes. I don't know. I think he's in custody. And then we have Jimmy Kimmel. Babylon B wrote a little funny article. Let's see what they have to say. Hollywood, California comedian and indefinitely suspended late night TV host Jimmy Kimmel issued a statement on Friday in which he had the unfortunate task of informing the public that he had become the first victim of the murder of Charlie. God damn it. Kimmel mourned the loss of his show in the wake of controversial false statements he made about Kirk's assassin, asking viewers to bear with him during the difficult time. The tragic murder of Charlie Kirk has claimed to his first victim, me, Kimmel said. I never in my wildest dreams would have believed a violent public murder could result in the actual victims. But I am a living proof. Kimmel's late night program, Jimmy Kimmel Live, was put on indefinite hold this week following public outrage stemming from his comments without my show. Comments. Without my show, I am nothing. I am really, literally dead, Kimmel said shortly after the firing. I guess it's true what they say. Murder really does kill. It kills careers. Jesus. As part of the statement, also, by the way, Kimmel was canceled by a bunch of TV execs, right? It was like Sinclair, and there was like a news star. There was like some other one, and then apparently he was getting. There's like a lot of shit happening in the background. So something happened, right? Anyways, uh, as part of the statement, Kimmel asked his fans to respect his privacy during this time, grieving as he attempts to resurrect his career. I don't intend on being a victim forever, he said in the statement. Thankfully, murder never leaves anyone suffering permanently. At publishing time, Jimmy Kimmel, had asked those mourning him to always remember him for never backing down from refusing to tell the truth. Apparently, he had a bunch of his writers and staff outside boycotting the fire. Hey, you can tell your boss leader that Jimmy Kimmel for throwing all of you guys under the fucking bus. Jesus. All right, what do we got? Boyfriend who claimed a moped riding duo stabbed girlfriend to death on NYC road, charged with murder. Oh, moped gang. A Bronx man was charged Friday in the murder of his girlfriend. This is in Chicago, I think. Or New York, sorry. After he initially cast blame on a moped riding duo, who he claimed stabbed his gal pal while he relieved himself on the side of the road, cops and sources said. Franklin Batalis was arrested at 1 p.m. and charged with murder, 2 counts of assault and criminal possession of a weapon in connection to the Wednesday night murder of Antonella Contreras Linares on City Island, police confirmed. Wait, so he just murdered his own girlfriend? The fuck? Police believe that Batalas stabbed Linares repeatedly, but do not have a motive. The couple appeared to be deeply in love and showed no signs of what would become their violent end. Family and neighbors told the Post. He was to us a brother-in-law, well loved. This was an emotional shock. I don't know what to feel. Linares' grieving sister, Maker Contreras, said, adding that the family was planning funeral arrangements. My sister was a marvelous person. She loved everybody. She was my little girl. Contreras said in Spanish. She loved to travel to the Dominican Republic and wherever she was able to go. Of course, her life was cut short. When asked what should be done about Batalas, Contreras said, let the law decide to keep him for all the time the law permits. Batalas initially claimed that he and Linares were on their way to dinner around 8:10 p.m. when the couple pulled over just outside Rodman's neck, allegedly because the man had to urinate. Law enforcement said. Sources said. Oh yeah, that's them apparently. He claimed 2 men pulled up on the moped while he was doing his business, tried to rob Linares, and stabbed her multiple times when she resisted before they fled. He said he then rushed back to the car and tried to stop the thugs, only to be slashed while trying to play hero, sources said. Linares, who was stabbed multiple times all over her body, was rushed to Montefiore, New Rochelle Hospital, where she succumbed to her injuries, police said. Bateles, who had a stab wound on his right forearm, was taken to the same hospital in stable condition before he was ultimately connected to the crime, police said. Sources said the couple were together for 3 years, but a Facebook account for the alleged killer lists him as single. A small memorial was set up outside Linares' Longwood apartment building Friday, complete with red and white roses and candles of the same colors. Wait, do they have the weapon connected? Where's the weapon? Contreras Linares had worked as a registered nurse at Mount Sinai Morningside Hospital. The Mount Sinai Health System community is mourning the loss of one of our own, a hospital spokesperson said Thursday. We wish to convey our heartfelt condolences to family, friends, and colleagues, and ask that you keep them in your thoughts. The couple had lived together at an apartment at Bathgate Avenue for about a year before they moved about 8 months ago. At the time, they appeared to be a normal couple who were friendly with their neighbors. They were always singing and dancing in the apartment, said Angela Marcelino, adding that the music they listened to was romantic. Okay. There was, however, about a month-long span where Linares left the home, taking her small dog Bella with her. Sometimes I'd see Antonella a little quiet and sad. I never asked her anything, Marcelino continued. I don't believe he did it, but if I'm wrong, God forgive me. I'm hoping that he didn't do it. He didn't look like an aggressive person. Marcelino's son, who asked not to be named, added, when I heard what happened, I said, no way. I don't believe he did it. They looked like a nice couple. So yeah, there you have it. So they never said they. I don't. Do they have the murder weapon? Like what? I'm confused. Uh. So basically, he got taken in because his account got. His alimony or his alibi didn't tie up together. A weapon found? Well, the soldier confirmed he was charged with criminal possession of a weapon. They do not specify whether the actual stabbing weapon was recovered. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. So yeah, I don't. Yeah, there's not enough information over. Like if they tie if the weapon was like near him or it was the weapon was on him, then okay, yeah, okay, maybe you got a case. But yeah, now with barely any information on the thing, well, it's hard to tell, right? Anyways, what's this? This is why I voted against the resolution honoring Charlie Kirk. Uh-oh. she she fucking self-incriminated herself in a sense.
Mr. Speaker.
She masked off. Oh, Al Green masked off too.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, and still I rise.
Well, I mean, I already knew Al Green and fucking AOC were gonna be little bitches about it.
A person
I mean, given that some of the Democrat Party wanted to take out right
on the right side
Trump,
of
I mean, let's be real. Come on now.
Stands for those who are among the least, the last, and the lost. She hails from the 14th Congressional District in the great state of New York, the Honorable Ms. Ocasio-Cortez. I yield to her such time as she may consume.
I thank the gentleman, Representative Green, for his graciousness. Today, the Republican House majority brought to the floor a resolution honoring, quote, honoring the life and legacy of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's assassination was a horrific and vile attack and incident of political violence. And condemning the depravity of Kirk's brutal murder is a straightforward matter, one that is especially important to help stabilize an increasingly unsafe and volatile political environment where
Yeah, but
everyday
why is
people
your
feel
radical
more at
Democrat
risk.
party being
We
fucking
can
unhinged
deeply
as hell?
disagree and come together
Why
as
is
a
your
country
side being
to
kind of
denounce
unhinged?
the horror of this killing.
They're
And
like masking
it
off,
is not
literally.
a license for the abuse of power and whitewashing of American history.
Whitewashing? What the fuck are you talking about?
Today's resolution only
I'm sorry, huh?
underscores the majority's recklessness by choosing to author this condemnation and honoring on a purely partisan basis, instead of uniting Congress in this tragedy.
I'm
With one of the
sorry,
many
it doesn't matter
bipartisan
whether you do it
options to
partisan,
condemn political
bipartisan. If you're
violence
not gonna
and Kirk's
fucking do your
murder,
job, get the
as
fuck
we
out of
did
here.
with the late Melissa Hortman. Instead, the majority proceeded with a resolution that brings great pain to the millions of Americans who endured segregation,
Put the fries in the
Jim
bag,
Crow,
bitch.
and the legacy of bigotry today. We should be clear about who Charlie Kirk was. A man who believed that the Civil Rights Act that granted Black Americans the right
Uh-oh,
to
here
vote
we go.
was a
She's now gonna mischaracterize what he says. Watch. All of the statements he's made, he's gonna mischaracterize all of them, as usual, as one does, right?
mistake. Who after
Especially,
the violent attack
especially
on Paul
with someone who
Pelosi
just
claimed
passed
that,
away
quote,
because
some
of their own
amazing
fucking
patriot,
rhetoric, right?
unquote, should bail out his brutal assailant and accuse
It's
Jews
literally,
of controlling,
literally
quote,
the
not
left
just the
side's
colleges.
rhetoric.
It's the nonprofits, it's the
that
movies,
got him
it's
targeted.
Hollywood, it's all of it, unquote. His rhetoric and beliefs were ignorant, uneducated, and sought to disenfranchise millions of Americans, far from the working tirelessly to promote unity, unquote, asserted by the majority in this resolution. It is equally important that Congress does unite to reject the government's attempt to weaponize this moment into an all-out assault on free speech across the country, all in the name of Charlie Kirk. President Trump and the FCC are now
What do you mean
cynically
free
threatening
speech?
to
You
shut
guys,
down AB
you guys misuse your free speech and incite violence and call for action. Right? Literally, your side had some people post up at Supreme Court justices' house, right? At their houses sometimes because of the way they ruled, especially for Roe v. Wade. Remember that one? Yeah, your side got real upset about that one.
and any outlets who give airtime to the administration's political critics. This is a disgusting attack on the American people and the very First Amendment rights that define us as a country. It is also
No, fuck
the
you guys.
ABC
You guys call
Corporation's
for you
responsibility
guys call
to
for
refuse
violence.
to
You call
embolden
for
and
the
participate in this corruption and
right
escalation
for
of
the
censorship.
disinformation board or whatever the fuck
continue
you
to
guys
pray
created back
for
in
Mr. Kirk's
2022 that
family
you
and
tried
loved
to.
ones in the wake of
Right, you
this
guys
terrible
tried to
act.
call the
I am
FBI
thinking
to
especially
knock on
of
people's
his
doors
children
to
and his
silence
wife,
them.
whose
Oh,
grief
fuck you.
cannot be
You even
measured.
tried to get the
With
DOJ to
that,
silence
I yield
people.
back to the gentleman.
I have every right to shove my foot up your ass. Fuck you. Fucking A. Fuck you people. I don't trust any of you politicians. You deserve a swift kick to the fucking dome. Jesus Christ.
I think it's really important. We need to stand up against this fascist takeover. That's not a bad word. It's a fact. And here in D.C. and across the country, it is so incredibly important, Mr.
Oh, look.
Chair,
Another
that this committee does
another
not allow
hateful
rhetoric
American.
that
I don't even think she's
defames
American.
or paints Washington D.C. in a way that you all haven't
She's
really
from,
truly seen.
she's
You're
from
just
Latin
reading it- no,
America,
You're just
I think.
reading it or something off of some.
Will the gentlelady yield to a question?
Rashia
I
to,
think it's
oh
really
wait, no,
important.
she's
Well,
from,
the
she's
I
from
don't yield.
India.
I don't even have
Gross.
time. I can tell
Your
you.
time's expired.
It is
but Ms.
expired,
Tlaib,
but
I've
Mr.
been
Chair,
nice.
but you all live
like
here,
Mr.
and
Tlaib.
you're not telling people the beautiful parts that you do see in our
Mr.
nation's
Tlaib.
capital. And no, it's just wrong how we're
No,
doing it.
Chairman, I think it's
Wrong.
insane that the
Time's
gentlelady
expired.
doesn't have an argument, but she's going to refer
Here we go.
to
Hey,
my colleagues.
we got another like
Right, this is-
AOC
it's insane.
fucking
It's insane.
Jasmine
It's
Crockett
insane.
type
Do I
of
look
shit.
like a member of the
Here we
third
go.
Reich to you, Ms. Tlaib?
Please,
Is that what I look like to you?
You're the one taking your voting
Is that what you think?
Giving it
Is
to
that what you
somebody.
think?
Giving
Is
it
that
to
what you
Kirk.
think?
No, that's unethical.
I think it's radical and I think it's insane. And I'll respect everything that you say. But to say something like that to myself and a lot of my colleagues is way out of line. It's way out of line. It's way out of line.
Regular order, Mr.
Way out of line.
See, this is why she needs, right, this is why a lot
It's okay, right?
of people shouldn't be politicians anymore.
Hold myself accountable.
Tlaib.
Hold your own self
They don't
accountable.
fucking do their
How about
jobs
that?
anymore.
Hold your own
I'm
self
trying,
accountable. How
Mr.
about that?
Tlaib.
Free DC and make sure.
Free
With your
DC.
own voting card. Don't be giving it to somebody
Mr.
else.
Tlaib. All right,
You went
time-
full activist
Chair
mode now.
recognizes Ms. Bobert from Colorado. Order. Wait a minute, Ms. Bobert. All right. Order. Ms. Bobert.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. This has certainly been lively today. Madam Mayor, I appreciate you being here today, and I have a few questions for you. Do you believe in regard to crime, D.C. City Council is
Is she
moving,
smiling
the
right
district in
there
the
with
right
all
direction or
that
wrong
fucking fuss
direction?
she made?
The
What a
city council
bitch.
and I are
Right or
working.
wrong direction?
We're moving in the right direction.
Now, okay. Why in 2023 did you veto the council's updates to the criminal code to eliminate most mandatory minimum sentences, reduce mandatory maximum penalties, and allow jury trials for misdemeanors?
Well, I made clear at the time my objections to the rewrite of the criminal code.
Oh,
The
Bobert,
criminal
she's
code
from
does
Your
need to be
objection was
New
this bill
updated.
DC.
does not make us safer. Is that correct?
That's what I believe.
Yes, ma'am. Mayor Bowser, as we know, City
Oh, yeah,
Council
Bowser, DC.
overruled
That's
your veto, and the criminal code changes went into effect 2023. This same
But yeah, as you can see, Rashid Tlaib is a woman who doesn't deserve to be in that position anymore. Because she's on her like period or menopause or fucking whoring phase. I don't know. She's a bitch. She shouldn't be in there anymore. Anyways, what's this? Second autopsy to be conducted for Delta State student. Uh-oh.
Civil
What?
rights attorney Ben Crump says a second independent autopsy will be conducted for Delta State student Demar Travion Trey Reed. The effort is being funded through Colin Kaepernick's Know Your Rights autopsy initiative.
Oh, wow.
The state medical examiner ruled
okay.
Reed's death a suicide, but his family is seeking further
Or-
answers. Cleveland
yeah.
police say
Basically, they don't want to rule it a suicide because they don't want to believe it. I guess there's not
toxicology
really much.
reports are pending.
The fact that they're saying that they want a second autopsy means that there's not a lot of information on what happened, and it happened on a school. Fucking right, it happened on a university. Right, it was like, ooh, it doesn't look good, man. But yeah.
Pending, and the FBI and U.S. Attorney's Office are now reviewing the case.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Kaepernick's name. And a second opinion is perfectly valid. I mean, it's fine to get a second opinion. It is strange how he got suicided. So it's like, I mean, hey, if you want a second opinion, you can get a second opinion. It's not hard. You just gotta get the funding and find someone to do it, right? This happened. Border Patrol celebrates 100 years with 90s throwback video. Get taken. I'm pretty sure this is fucking DMCA. I'll turn it down. So you can see them just, this is back in 1991, right, when all the cameras were kind of poopy. they're all hiding under in the bed of the truck. No, the car's already right there, huh? Interesting, right? Uh-oh, look at that drugs. Oh, some more drugs. People hiding. Okay, they're just replaying it. But yeah, there you have it. Border Patrol celebrates 100 years with 90s throwback. Looks AI-ish, huh? All right, there you have it. I'll leave all the links will be in the description, so we're gonna move on. What is this? Trucker arrested after 2 girls found trapped in a freezing trailer.
Wednesday, Utah Highway Patrol was investigating an accident on the I-15 near Linden. Officials said the semi came up behind slowed traffic and wasn't able to stop before hitting a minivan. Because it was a commercial vehicle, they brought in a truck inspector who noticed something odd.
He took a photo of the rear of the truck, and there was a slight gap in the door, and he happened to see a set of eyes looking at him as he took that photo. And then he knew we had more problems than just the accident.
Lieutenant Clay Morgan says the driver, 28-year-old Jacob Ortel Scott, admitted to having his 2 younger half-sisters in the back. Officials said the 14 and 12-year-old girls were homeschooled but needed to come to Salt Lake to take a test and help a family member who's having twins.
Wait, your
The probable cause
half-sisters
statement
were
says
in
the
there?
girls had been in the refrigerated trailer, which was cooled to 30 degrees since Huntington, Utah. That's about 2 hours from Linden. Officers said because of the way the door was latched, there was no way for the girls to get themselves out of the trailer. Police arrested Scott on suspicion of aggravated child abuse. They're still investigating the incident. In Salt Lake City, Avery Klanowski, Fox 13 News, Utah.
What the fuck? Yeah, man, that's suspicious. I don't know, man. That's almost, yeah, for what? Yeah, I don't know. That's to have those 2 half sisters. I don't know, man. That's suspicious, dude. Some of these people say it's dude, this sounds like trafficking, right? Because especially what he was trying to do and trying to get them to a certain place to do some kind of test or something. Right? It's like, what? Like, huh. Anyways. Here it is. China approved preliminary TikTok deal.
2 of President Trump's keen interests, deal-making and social media, came together late today as he described his 2-hour phone call with China's President Xi.
We have a very good relationship, but the TikTok deal is well on its way.
That long-anticipated deal is intended to avert a looming ban of the popular TikTok app. Congress passed the restriction over national security concerns linked to the app's Chinese ownership. The president invoked assassinated conservative supporter Charlie Kirk for encouraging him to use the app.
We got massive numbers of youth vote, and by the way, helped very much by Charlie Kirk. So Charlie was very much in favor of TikTok.
Future American owners still unclear. But a different deal to fund the government is stalled on Capitol Hill. The president lashed out at Senate Democrats who opposed a short-term GOP spending bill. facing a deadline to avoid a government shutdown next week.
We'll continue to talk to the Democrats, but I think you could very well end up with a closed country for a period of time.
The president will attend a memorial for Charlie Kirk in Arizona Sunday. Federal authorities say they are tracking threats and warning law enforcement that violent extremists and lone offenders may see the memoral as an attractive target. Tom?
Correct.
Kelly
Well, I
O'Donnell at the
mean,
White House
there
for
was
us. Also,
apparently
we
they were
thank you for
targeting
watching.
his
And remember, stay updated
the
on
family
breaking news
too.
and top stories on the NBC News app or
Hey, what
watch
the fuck?
live on our YouTube channel.
What do we got here? Federal judge tosses Trump's 15 bill defamation lawsuit against New York Times.
A federal judge
Yeah,
in
here it
Florida
is.
tossed President Trump's $15 billion lawsuit against the New York Times. The judge said the 85-page suit didn't follow federal rules for filing complaints.
Oh, he had
They added the
85
filing
pages.
acted more like a public relations megaphone for the administration. Trump now has a month to refile a new lawsuit that the judge limited to 40 pages in length.
That means he didn't I mean, it looks like they read through. That means they didn't dislike it. I mean, if they limit it to 40, that means, hey, you could have done this way quicker, right? You could have written this better, right? More quicker. But you chose not to for some reason, right? So I mean, there's something. I mean, they gave him something. It looks like.
At 6:42, and there's an update on a story we brought you earlier this morning. We've now learned that a fourth and final suspect wanted in a recent assault in Renton has turned himself in. Police say a 25-year-old surrendered at a station late last night. A group of teens are believed to be involved in a hate crime, assault on a transgender
Yeah, we'll
woman.
we'll take a look at
Teenagers
this
were
later.
arrested this week after
Because
the
this
attack on
yeah,
Monday. No one has
there's
officially
been like a
charged
week
yet.
long
The victim suffered a broken nose,
like
eyesight,
ongoing
and other
attack
injuries.
of people on the transit, right, public transit system getting attacked as usual. So here's the TV anchor that got fired because she held a tribute for Charlie Kirk on air for on her ABC air for her segment. She was obviously reinstated later because she obviously didn't deserve that for
I
whatever
lost a
reason they
mentor.
did that. She got fired for doing this for some reason. Makes
My
no
first
sense
boss,
why.
the first person who made me believe in myself, that encouraged me to chase this dream that you're watching right now. Charlie Kirk.
An Illinois TV anchor has resigned after claiming she was punished for honoring her late mentor, Charlie Kirk. Benny Ray Harmony says she was suspended by ABC affiliate WICS 20 Springfield for airing a 1-minute tribute after Kirk's assassination. Also, this is just a normal, like, fucking, right, TV news broadcaster, right, spokesperson, right, host. And they shit canned her for just letting her do her own, right, speak her mind. Or holding her own, right, tribute for her, right, for her idol, in a sense, right. In her resignation statement, Harmony said she refused to set aside her values in order to keep a job. Effective immediately, I've resigned from WICS. My resignation is guided by values that are essential to who I am, which I refuse to set aside. According to her LinkedIn, Harmony previously worked as a producer and admin for Turning Point USA in the Washington, D.C. Oh, that's why. Because she worked with fucking Charlie Kirk at one point. That makes more sense now. She was at one point affiliated, right? She literally got her job at one point from Turning Point USA, right? Her career was made by that company. And then she got a new job at ABC. So it's like, yeah, kind of hold some value to her, yes.
So I walked into the nurse's station and I just had learned about Charlie Kirk. I saw this guy. I didn't know who he was at the time.
Oh yeah, I
and
heard
he
about
was
this one. Yeah, this is
standing there
this
celebrating
nurse
the
was
death of
also
Charlie Kirk,
suspended.
saying how he deserved
New
it,
Jersey.
he hated Charlie Kirk,
Yeah,
and he had it
for
coming to
basically
him.
speaking out about
You love Charlie Kirk. You didn't just weren't aware of him.
injustice.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Charlie Kirk. My first retweet in 2018 it was like my first blue checkmark retweet was Charlie Kirk.
I think that's the environment we're in.
Oh, no, it's this
people
guy.
you can't stop with these sort
Yeah,
of
this guy was
awful
fired
thoughts
because he
you
said
have, and then
some
saying these awful words and not
untrue
expect
things.
awful actions to take
Defa-
place.
uh,
And that's the
defamatory
unfortunate
thing.
environment we're in.
Turning Point USA has confirmed that he was shot.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said in a social media post that American Airlines. Wait, what? Airlines pilot who were caught celebrating the assassination were removed from service. Ooh. Ouch. This incident reminds us that as friends, family, and colleagues honor Kirk's life, others have resorted to mocking his death, a reaction many find sickening. Yeah, the crazy thing is, people were going to mock, right, Trump as well. Right? Yeah, if they weren't going to do it to Trump, they were going to do it, right, to Kirk or Trump, and they were going to do it to someone else. I mean, just look at how they parade around certain, crime on, on news channels. Whether it's a black on black crime, white versus black crime, black versus white crime, right? Stuff like that. Like they love putting that shit on a fucking pedestal, yeah. Or they love using it as a political tool.
All right, Chair recognizes Ms. Mace from South Carolina.
I'm a woman. Are you a woman? Here we go.
Columbia, under the leadership sitting in front of us today, has become a poster child for DEI and gender madness. This has led to government. Mr. Chairman, this is not a concert. This audience can just settle down. I want to reclaim my
Stop the
time.
clock, and the gentlelady's right. Under the rules of the House, the chairman is responsible for maintaining order and preserving decorum in the committee room. I expect audience members to be respectful of the committee, so we'll...
I'd like to reclaim my time, too,
You reclaim
Mr. Chairman.
Absolutely. Ms.
This has
Mace.
led to government-sanctioned racial discrimination and the erasure of women. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 provides Congress plenary
Look, don't get me
authority of the
wrong.
District of
Some of these
Columbia.
hearings
Using this authority
are
today,
kind
I'll
of
be
like a
interested in
sham.
Introducing the No DEI
Because
in
I mean, some of this shit falls on deaf
bill will rip
ears,
the DEI and
especially when the
gender-bender
Democrats are
nonsense
like
out of
not
the DC
fucking
government
listening.
root
Or not
and branch,
caring, right?
and restore common sense and
Especially
equal
now,
treatment under
right?
the law. As the individuals-
Remember during Trump's inauguration, right? They couldn't like, right, clap for those people that lost their lives when Trump brought it up, right? And they were just crickets. Well, everyone was cheering and right getting the right cheering in the acts that they were putting up for practice or into law because the illegal aliens that killed those people, right?
Charged with writing DC laws,
Quiet,
signing DC laws,
deaf
and
ears.
enforcing
The
DC
Democrats
laws.
were just
We
like
have some
they
questions for
were
you on the meanings of some of
they
the
were
curious
mad and
terms we have
sitting.
found in the DC code.
They were
My
making
first question for Mayor
faces, trying
Bowser
to
is yes or no.
cause an issue.
The DC code makes numerous references to, quote, structural or institutional racism. Do you believe the DC government is structurally or institutionally racist? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is DC government racist, institutionally racist? Yes or no? All right, you can't answer the question. So my next question for Mayor Bowser, since you're going to sit there and
just
placate
straight up,
or just be
is the
quiet.
DC government
In
racist?
section 7-1234.02 of DC
I don't think
code,
she can really
you use the
answer that
phrase
question.
Child welfare involved birthing people. Child welfare
That's a
involved
good
birthing
one.
people. Can you explain to me what this means?
I'm not that familiar with that part of the
Okay, and
code.
so you don't know. In section 7-1234-02 of DC Code, you use the phrase justice involved incarcerated and homeless birthing people and their non-birthing
Oh no,
partners.
no,
Can you
no,
explain
not
to
the
this committee what
birthing
that
people.
means?
Oh,
I would
now
have to
that
read the whole
now it
section.
makes
literally
sense
the
where
mayor
she's
of
going.
DC, and you don't know your own code of laws.
Well, I don't know
All right,
them
one thing we
verbatim.
noticed the DC Code struggles to define is the term woman. So Mayor Bowser, what is a woman?
I'm a woman. Are you a woman?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
I'm a woman. You're looking at one.
Okay, good. You actually, in section 3-703 of the DC Code, you use the phrase, the intersectionality of gender and
At
race
least you
to
didn't-
create unique dynamics and effects. Can you explain what this
At
means?
least
to
you
the
didn't
committee?
pull a
Where is that,
Ketanji
ma'am?
Brown Jackson.
Section 3-703 of the DC Code. Do you know what that means?
Fucking
No,
hell.
you
Could you
don't
give
know
me
what
the
that means. So
title of-
chapter
Fucking
14D
hell.
of the DC Code establishes the
Look,
commission-
I don't think
happy
Mayor
to answer
Bowser
questions.
deserves this, but at the
Mr.
same
Chairman, I'm
time,
gonna reclaim my
she's
time.
obviously
This is not her
playing with the
time, it's my
Democrat
time.
Party.
You can be
But
quiet
at the same
as I
time,
ask
it's
you
like, come
questions,
on.
and then you can
Can we
answer
be
them.
fair?
And then you can
If
answer
you
them.
would give,
I'm not, Mr. Chairman, this is my time, not hers. I'd like to reclaim my time.
let's make good use of the time, Ms.
Chair
Mays.
I'm making very good use
Chair
of my
recognizes
time.
Ms.
You're
Mays.
making
Ms.
your
Mays.
point.
look,
You're
I'm
the
kind of
mayor
with
of
Bowser
DC,
on
and
this,
you
so I
even
don't
know
think
your
this is
own code
needed.
of laws. What is a birthing person?
What is it?
I would assume it's someone who gives birth.
All right. Why don't you
God
use, are these women, are these moms? Do you think it's appropriate to call them birthing person? Can a man birth a person?
Well,
Be a
that's
birthing
what
person?
I would call it, but
Well,
I don't write all the laws. and
Bir-
I'm not familiar
birthing
with
person,
every
Can men
birthing
get
people.
pregnant?
What's
No.
other
Can men
other
become women?
other other
Can a
names
man
to
become
give
a woman?
women
Can a man
that
become a
that can
woman?
Miss
Yes
Mays.
or no?
that
Can
can
a man
get
become a woman?
pregnant.
Yes or no?
Miss Mays. I'm not here
Okay,
to
my
talk
next
about that.
question, Chapter 14D of the DC Code establishes the Commission on
Egg
Reparations. And a reparations fund to
fertilizer.
provide eligible African Americans monetary reparations or other forms
I don't think
of
women would
redress.
like that one.
Is it the
Jesus
position of DC government benefits
Uh.
should be provided to individuals on the basis of race?
I believe that the legislation requires a study.
Okay, I'm asking you, is it the position of the DC government that government benefits should be provided on the basis of race?
If you're
is the
referring to
question.
that legislation, I believe it requires
Other
a
synonyms
study.
used
I'm
like
asking you a
birthing
question.
people.
Do you believe that government benefits should
Oh,
be
God.
given out on the basis of race? That is the question. This is the third time I'm asking.
We have any number of benefits programs and eligibility is
Okay.
established.
You're not answering
per-
any of these
per program.
questions. I'll give it to you. You're slick. In section 2-1383 of the DC Code, you use the phrase social value of the LGBTQ community business economy to the district. Can you explain what this means to the committee?
It means that LGBT businesses provide economic benefit to the district's economy.
Do you think all businesses provide economic benefit to the DC economy?
They should, or they would be out of business.
Yeah, of course. All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
How
Thank
about
you. Chair recognizes.
how about this one? Gestational parent. let's call women gestational parent. Or how about a birth giver? Yeah. Well, would women like the birth giver designation? How about a laboring person? Yeah, that's a good one too. A laboring person. It's like, come on, dude. Let's not do this. Valencia teen describes terrifying bike trail attack by man wielding a knife. Uh-oh.
The man stomping on a teen's
shit.
bike and slashing its
Oh,
tires
it's an
after
e-bike,
the boy
it looks
says
like.
the man attacked him and punched him in the face. It happened on a popular trail in Santa Clarita.
Tonight, the teen and his mother are hoping police can find him before he hurts someone else. Chris Wolf reports.
The young victim tells me a near collision
What
on
the fuck was
San
that?
Francisco bike trail.
Find him before report.
The young victim tells me a
What
near
just happened
collision
there?
on the San Francisco bike
What was
trail
that?
here in Valencia triggered some type of fury in a man who then threatened to kill the teenager.
I guess that was them being like,
What are you doing,
okay,
man?
ready.
What are you doing to my bike? Screaming for help while recording a vicious attack.
This guy just attacked me. He hit me. He punched me. Help me, please, help me.
I'm guessing he's not showing his face because he's a teen, obviously.
Please help me. Please help me. This man just hit me. He punched me in the face.
This 14-year-old
I don't think this kid's
boy
gonna
was
fucking
riding his electrical
okay.
bike or e-bike along the San Francisco Trail
Yeah,
in
the-
Valencia at dusk Wednesday, September 17th. He explains that he and a friend riding next to him almost collided with a man on a bicycle in front of them because they didn't see him in the darkness as they approached. One of the boys screamed. They moved ahead, but say the man raced after them and chose the right time to strike, apparently enraged because of the encounter. The teenage victim is still fearful and does not want to be identified.
I'm not okay. He just slashed my tires, ma'am. He broke my helmet and everything.
There's a branch in my front tire, so I leaned over to try to take the branch out, and he happened to.
I'm guessing what he
come up from
doesn't have
behind me.
light.
He pushed me off
I'm
my
guessing what
bike, and
happened
then
is he
hit me in my
doesn't have
face,
lights on
and
his
then
bike.
After I fell into the road.
Because usually
he
at
picked me up and
nighttime,
slammed me to the ground, and then that's when he punched me in the face several
was that?
times, breaking my helmet in the process.
Usually at nighttime, you're
14-year-old
supposed to
suffered
have
scrapes and
right
bruises, but
equipped
no
your
broken
bikes with
bones or
lights.
serious head trauma. He explains his attacker
especially
gripped a
signal
knife in one
lights.
hand and threw punches
Or
repeatedly
blinking
with the other.
lights.
The stranger then directed his anger at the expensive bicycle, slashing the tires,
Oh,
cutting
shit.
cables, and
Yeah, they
stomping
fucking-
on the
yeah, he
frame.
wrecked that
The
bike.
attacker
He
is described
bumped
as
the shit
white,
out of it,
30 to
slashed
40
it.
years old, muscular, with a mustache. He was riding an orange bicycle.
He was on top of me. He just said he was going to kill me, but before that, we didn't say anything to him or towards his direction.
You know, we were fortunate that he didn't kill our kid.
Anyone with information should contact the LA County Sheriff's Santa Clarita
Well,
Valley
now
Station.
they want to
In
ask him
Valencia,
some
Chris
questions.
Wolf, KTLA 5 News.
Oh, what the fuck? Who the fuck? It was their goddamn system. Goddamn KTLA. Anyways, 5 hit by vehicle near downtown LA. And possible hit and
Breaking
run.
news from Chinatown, a hit-and-run crash injures at least 5
Chinatown,
pedestrians.
KTLA's
Yeah.
Rachel Menitoff joins us
that's
live
a
from the scene
commonplace
with
for
more. Hi,
people.
Rachel.
Hi,
Get
Karine.
into
Hi,
some
Glenn. We were at
issues.
Philippe's Diner about a half a block away when we heard the police sirens just after 11:30 this morning. What we know so far is that 5 people were crossing this crosswalk over here at Alameda and Alpine when a driver hit them, and LAPD is saying this is possibly a hit and run. 4 people were taken to the hospital. 3 of them have minor injuries. A 4th person has a more serious leg injury, and then the 5th person declined any kind of medical treatment. You can see that there is a decent amount of police and fire out here responding to the scene. We're told that the driver was located about a block away from this scene, taken into custody. We don't know what kind of condition the driver was in, but again, LAPD saying this could be a hit and run. 5 people hit in a crosswalk at Alameda and Alpine in Chinatown. 4 people taken to the hospital. 3 have minor injuries. A 4th person has a more serious leg injury. A 5th person declined to go to the hospital. We're going to talk to the LA Fire Department next, try to get a little bit more information about what happened here and the conditions of those 4 patients. That's the very latest, though. From Chinatown, I'm Rachel Menitoff. I'll send it back to both of you in the studio.
There you have it. What's this? Operation Pacific Viper strikes U.S. Coast Guard, continues to escalate cartel crackdown. So this is the operation that's going on in the Venezuelan area. This is what the Coast Guards have to deal with. Oh, he's naked. His ass is hanging out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Move, bitch. Oh, yeah, he has his gun right there. Yeah. Oh, is that a Glock? What is that? Oh, yeah, that's a Glock. He's like, move, bitch. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing that. Oh, this is them shooting the fucking, yeah, this is the that. Yeah. Apparently they're on a helicopter shooting at this. Go live! Go live! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, you can see them hiding right there, dude. Hiding underneath. Yeah, they got like a bunch of motor engines right here. There's like a little hatch for them to come out. Get the fuck out, right? Very interesting little boats they got there. Little drug trafficking boats. What do we got here?
Outside of a West Suburban ICE facility earlier this morning. The protest, the fourth in many weeks. Demonstrators gathered outside of dawn, before dawn that is, at the Broadview ICE facility, blocking entrances as part of their response.
I'm sorry, I missed it. Did that lady got tossed? Oh, that lady got tossed.
Outside of a West Suburban ICE facility earlier this morning. The protest, the fourth in many weeks. Demonstrators gathered outside of dawn, before dawn that is, at the Broadview ICE facility, blocking entrances as part of their response to stepped-up immigration enforcement underway, better known as Operation Midway Blitz. Federal agents dragged, tackled demonstrators, and at one point fired pepper balls and what
dude, that guy has an
tear gassed.
You see
we know
that?
At least 2 people were taken into custody earlier this week. Chicago Mayor
he has an
Brandon Johnson signed an
Is
executive
that an
order in
Yeah, that looks like an
the free speech of those
The
demonstrators.
UMP.
With the presence of ICE in our neighborhoods, we can expect
That's
Chicago
a nice
residents
gun.
to follow in the footsteps
I want
of
one,
the
by the way.
generations of Chicagoans who came before them and peacefully assemble and protest.
CS:GO or Counter-Strike for right. Counter-Strike 2. I think Counter-Strike 2 has it. Or the Bison. Fucking. Oh, what's this? She attempted to stop this ICE vehicle in its tracks. Oh, this is so fucking he got a he was able to get a better clip of this. So this is apparently some kind of politician. Ket Abu Ghazala. I'm sorry, I have to take a picture of this. Oh shit. Fucking get fucked. Get slammed. Literally just pushed her and she fell on her ass. I fucking picked her up and she fucking fell on her ass. Whee! She slipped. She fucking slipped and fell on her ass. Loser. Alright, what do we got next? Oh yeah, here's another, here's the, right. We saw this earlier. This is them tracking them. Getting ready to shoot. They're probably putting in the coordinates right now. Boom! You fucking slam. got fucking missile dumped. Oh, they just oh, did you see that? They dropped something. So they're dropping drugs off the boat. I think they know they got seen or something. Or they're trying to speed up their boat. Or their drop off points. And then he's gonna nuked. Just saw the missile come in and fuck him. Did you see that shit, remote? Swoop boom. Fuck. God damn it. Hold on. We gotta play it back. Uh-oh. Oh shit. Oh! Wait, was there two? Wait, what the fuck was that? Was there two? Oh, that looks like two. Or that might have been just the camera getting all fucked up because of the explosion. Yeah, but you could see what happens. So what these guys do is, right? They drive around in these speedboats, and then they start they start throwing drugs off at like certain drop off points. Right, and then those will then get picked up by like the other drug people, right? Drug traffickers. But yeah, as you can see, he picked something off, just threw something off, right? But anyways, yeah. That's what drug traffickers do. Anyway, there you have it. That is all the fast news we got. I will leave everything in the description like usual, and yeah, I'll see you next time.